Flosstube. My name is Jan and welcome to Poop It Up with Jan. Today is September the 20th. It's funny how you can look up something before you push the button and forget it by the time you say it. But anyway, today is September the 22nd and this is my Flosstube number 16. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch and where I share my cross stitch projects, stuff I've bought, and just time with friends. So anyway, it has been since July the 8th since my last post. And I was headed to the Silver Needle in Tulsa, Oklahoma right after that. Was it? Yeah, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, I was headed to the Silver Needle right after my last video and fully intended on coming home and sharing everything from that video, and I got home and just one thing after another and never got around to it. Then in early this month I went back to the Silver Needle to see Tanya Bruckmeyer. I'm sorry, my brain, it's been so long since I have recorded that gotta get those gears clicking again. So I went back to the Silver Needle early September got to meet Tanya Bruckmeyer with the Scarlet House, and that was just a ton of fun. So really don't want to go into a life update right now. There's just been a lot going on, and I just like this video to just get me caught up on sharing what I've been stitching with you guys. And so let's just get into it. There's nothing in any kind of order because I've got a pile down here of things that I've stitched on. Got a couple of things I finished. No fully finishes, but remember now, I've been to the Silver Needle twice since you've last seen me. So one of the, what is it, 7 deadly sins is gluttony. There's some gluttony that has been had. So pray for my forgiveness, please. All right. So let's go into my finishes. This is a Mill Hill kit. This one is called Perfect Christmas Santa. I haven't cut around him, and I'll be cutting around him and putting a back on him to make an ornament for my tree. You see my other Santas, he'll be up there soon. And this one is called Early Morning Santa, I believe. He's got the chicken and the eggs, and I just love Mill Hill kits. I think they're a lot of fun. So, and then I have a start and a finish. Early Morning Santa, I believe that was a start and a finish, possibly since the last time I videoed. This is definitely a start and a finish because I bought this pattern at the Silver Needle the first time around. They had, let me put this down. They had the model for this one. Excuse me, and it was 1/1. It was either on a 32 count or a 28 count. It was so tiny and it was so cute. I had to copy them on that. So they, at that retreat in July, they had a table that was set up that just had a bunch of scraps of the small scraps of fabric, you know, for smalls. And so I picked up a couple of pieces, and this was one. It feels like a Lugana, but I don't know the color. I think I measured this to be a 28 count, and I did it 1/1 using Vicki Clayton silks. I started it with the called for DMCs, but the stitches looked real tight in there, and but the Vicki Claytons, I really love how they look. They're just a little bit thinner, I believe. If they're not thinner, they're at least not as fuzzy. So the stitches look better when they're small like that. And I think I'm gonna turn this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna turn it into a pillow or a little frame piece. I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. So those are the 3 finishes I've had since the last time I videoed. So let's see. Where am I? Okay. I stitched on one of my fan favorites. I got 320 stitches in on this. Excuse me while I get used to doing this again. This is called Beep Beep. Let me show a picture of it. This is a painting that my mother did years ago, and I had Megan with Stitching Moon Designs chart it for me, and I put in, since the last video, I put in 320 stitches. Not exactly sure on where those stitches were put, but I feel like a lot of it was filling in, you know, some open spots, and just ignore the waist knots down there. Those will be cut away. But yeah, he's super fun to work on. I like watching his little features come out. You can't wait to get down in here to see the feathers form. So that is Beep Beep. I named that because of the Roadrunner, the coyote and the Roadrunner cartoon. Beep beep. Okay, the next one is, let's see. I put in 497 stitches in my band sampler. Just use the bag to. I finished off this border and these letters. Just trying to make, oh, and some of the side borders. So this is done 1/1 on a banding material. 100 millimeter. I don't know much about band fabric, but It's called 100mm. It's an iStitch Designs. It was a band sampler Sal that was a couple of years ago, and I'm still working on it. And I am stitching it with DMC 111. It's the variegated red DMC. So that was 497 stitches on the, they called it the Jade Band Sampler that year, but I wanted to do it in red. The next one, sorry if I'm going kind of fast. I got a lot to show you, and I don't want to make the video real long. So this is the Dwelling Place sampler. Oh, sorry. Stitching this with Laurel from I Am a Stitch Nerd and Phoebe from Moonshine Stitchery. Unfortunately, I haven't watched a whole lot of Flosstube lately, so I don't know where they are on theirs. I need to get caught up. But it's been a while since I put a stitch in this. But it was, let's see, it was on July the 10th, so right after my last video, I put in 304 stitches. Oh, I'm pretty sure that it's this basket and these birds. Maybe some of these flowers in here. But I've had kind of a little bit of a startitis here lately, so there's a few that I've started, so those have been getting the focus, and my beautiful whips have been sitting on the sideline. So this is good for me to get these out and take a look and get all jazzed about them again. So here's one that I started. Hold on just a second. I need to put this back. Gotta keep it organized. Right? It took me about half the morning to get organized, put everything together so I could do this video halfway organized. Okay. This one is something I started. It's also a haul from this past trip in September. I saw this sampler on display at the Silver Needle right next to the cash register. And it's kind of like candy at the grocery store right next to the cash register. They do that kind of stuff on purpose to make you want to buy it. And they succeeded. This is called the Bread House Sampler by Brenda Keys with the Sampler Company. And I'm using all the DMC flosses. Here those are. Big rat's nest. All of those are beautiful colors. And then here's where I'm at. This is on 40 count V-Stitch Me Sand Dollar linen. And it's just, I love this border. It's so fun to stitch. Nice and repetitive. And I have gotten in, let's see, 4,259 stitches into this baby. So that is the Red House Sampler by Brenda Keys. I had bought a fabric while I was at the Silver Needle that I thought I wanted to do this on, and I was going to do like a 28 count 1/1, and then just like with the Autumn Leaves from Prairie Schooler, I just didn't like the way the stitches looked, so I dove into my stash and found that sand dollar, and it's not quite as bright as the, well, I have it right here. Where's that fabric? It's not, the camera is showing that a little darker than no, I guess it's showing it okay. This was closer to the model at the shop, and the colors just really popped off of it. And so I hope I'm getting that same effect with what I chose. So I'm really liking it. It's a lot of fun. Okay. I have done some 1/1 on 28 count, but it was linen. I need to count this and make sure it's not 32. This might have accidentally been mismarked as 32 because it looks a little small. Okay. Then I started, since the last video, sorry, I keep looking down, but gotta look down so I can open this stuff. Uh-oh. Dropped the button. I started Moonstruck by Mill Hill. Really got into a Mill Hill kick there for a little while. And at the Silver Needle, they have a lot of Mill Hills on display that are stitched. And a lot of them are done on fabric instead of the perforated paper. And then they make a pillow out of them, and I really wanted to try that. So instead of using the black perforated paper that comes with this, I'm trying it on a black linen. And it should be comparable count-wise. I think this is a 32 or 36 count linen. I can't remember, but the beads are fitting okay. So I love the way it's turning out. Just love those colors on that black. And this is all stitched. The tree is all stitched. So you can tell the difference, I guess, in the color of the fabric in the tree, so you can see that it's stitched. So that is Moonstruck by Mill Hill. And on that one, I have put in 4,860 stitches. This one is full coverage. Okay. So put back. And it's been fun to stitch, and surprisingly didn't have very much trouble on that black fabric. I really miss sharing all my stuff with you guys. Just took me a minute to kind of get back into the swing of things back here at home. So, all right, where am I? Okay, this is the piece that we got in July. The first retreat I went to was Vicky with Needlework Press and Stacy Nash. And this was the large project that Vicky gave us. It is called Mary Lee, 1852. And I didn't get a lot. I started it while I was there, but it's a measly little start. This is a 40 count fabric. Oh, it's called Baked Clay by Fox and Rabbit. So that's what we got from Vicky. And another project that we got the first day of the retreat. I think it was the first day. We got a little kit that had a pattern in it, several different patterns, and then a piece of perforated paper and some other little goodies, and you could make whatever you wanted. And from it, I tried to make a drum using perforated paper. Oops, sorry, my big hands. But it's all puffy up here. I need to work on that, or either when I stuff it, maybe that'll even it out. But there's a ribbon on the inside that I put the paper on to using just stitches, and then I did that on the other side to put them together. So I don't know, maybe I'll finish it and maybe it'll work out. I need to put some walnut seeds or something that makes it heavy. So that was from Vicky and Stacy, I think. Okay. Then Stacy's kit that we got was a little needle book and a animal cracker. So we got this needle book, and there's the back of the needle, inside of the needle book, and then it came with all this stuff to put this together, and then this chicken animal cracker. And I started up here on the needle book. Sorry, I keep dropping things. And she gave us this whole little bag full of stuff, fabric and Oh, this is, her husband made this little tray, and she gave us the stuffing to put in here and then a piece of fabric to put in over it to make like a little pin keep. And then it's got the holes for fabric, floss. And then here's what I've done so far. And I've got to do a little bit of frogging because I went off of something. Oh, it's this way. I think I've got to just frog this part because I went off of the wrong part to do this. So it'd be easier to undo this and move it than to undo all that. So that's what I've done on that. And that is the little needle book. And I don't remember what it's on, but it's cute. I intend to finish it like she had it in the in her instructions. I've never done a full needle book, so I thought that would be fun. And I'll do normal on my floss tubes at the end. I'll have pictures, close-up pictures of everything, so you can pan in if you want to and see them. And then I worked on Twilight Bridge some. It's a dimensions kit. I did 4,668 stitches. Unfortunately, I got a big old mess. I'll just put it like that. I don't remember exactly where, but I vaguely remember working in the green and up in here. I just think those lights in those windows look like they're just glowing. And that's Twilight Bridge. If I miss giving a detail, like fabric color or count or something like that, and you would like to know, just put it in comments and I'll answer whatever questions I can. And then I got in, you know, when you got a lot going on, sometimes you just want to pick up what's there. I'm not normally real monogamous, but there was a few weeks that I just didn't want to go figure out what I wanted to stitch. This was already out, right there handy, so I just picked it up and got a ton done on the Native American hummingbird maiden. I got on her, I got 7,727 stitches done on her. And I have her on a scroll, so I'll undo a little bit of it so you can see a little bit. She's just the pure definition of comfort stitching. Something to put behind it. Hopefully I can hold this up. I don't know, we'll see. So I got a lot of her skirt and cape done. And It's just a lot of fun to do. I love all the color combinations. That's as long as I can hold that up, sorry. But I will take a nice full picture of it at the end and so you can see it. Well, we barreled through all that. Wow. Went fast through all that. With at the Silver Needle, the first in July, I got to meet Teresa Kogut, so that was the highlight of my trip for that. And she gifted me a bag, one of her bags, and inside of it there were some of her Santa Claus stickers and a little pair of the unicorn, the rainbow unicorn scissors. So that was super sweet of her. I was watching one of her videos on her Patreon, and when she said that she was gonna go to that, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited. Okay, the rest is haul. So if you are not interested in haul, I'll catch you next time. And the majority of this is from the Silver Needle. I don't know which trip I got it on because I didn't keep it all separate. But this is a meal hill done on Ada. Sorry for all the glare. It's a little fireplace with a chair, a dog sitting there in front of the fireplace. This is another meal hill on Ada. To all a good night. And then the Scarlet House was there, so they had a good trunk show. And I saw her model of this one, and it was very pretty. I bought that. Excuse me, I might sneeze. Center Point sampler. And then A Perfect World by the Scarlet House. And this is what she gave us at the retreat. Oh, one of the items. I got something else over there I've got to go get and show you. This is her sampler that she gave us. And I just love that phrase that she made up. She told us that she makes up most of her phrases. She does pretty much all of her phrases herself, but they come to her while she's walking her dogs. And then this is on a 40 count. I think it's needle and flax, but I don't know the color. Let me see. Dolly Madison from Needle and Flax is the color of the fabric. And the color of the flosses. And I can't wait to get started on that. I didn't start that at the retreat because I'm gonna go get this other project that we worked on. just gonna let the camera run. I'm gonna dart right over there and pick it up. Talk among yourselves. Okay. Here's what we got at the retreat. Her and her husband took some boxes from Michael's and put knobs on them to make them look like a little drawer. And then we got a piece of perforated paper, and it just sits down in your scissors and more in my little red drawer. And then we got these spools that were just wooden spools, and then we got some printed papers that you cut out and glued to the spool to make it look like a real spool. And then she gifted us these scissors that go in it, and I have it sitting kind of up like this over there on a shelf. So I was able to finish that at the retreat. So that's why I didn't start the other project of hers. Okay, y'all saw this fabric I bought. And I bought this mostly for the spool. I wanted the spool inside, but it is a little kit. I didn't really open it because I just really want the spool for a finish or some sort. Got a couple of finishing rickrack. It's like got sparkles in it. These are from Thread Nuts. Rayon rickrack with little metallic sparkles. I love this one. And I got this at the Silver Needle. I think it's, I can't find the tag, but I think it's 40 count tin roof. Pretty sure. Usually when you go to a retreat at the Silver Needle, they give you a voucher for a free, instead of giving you a bunch of little knickknacks and goodies and stuff that you'll put in a drawer or something, they give you a voucher for a half fat quarter of the fabric of your choice. And so I got this is what I got, and then I paid for the other quarter so I could get a full half yard. So don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but whatever I decide to, I have plenty. Then I got a couple of who are these by? I'm sorry, I don't remember who these were by. They had it on the display, but they were so cute. It's Liberty Inn, and it has everything, linen, and I think the floss is in there too, and this one says is Glory House, and they had the models displayed, and they're extremely cute, of course. This I got is by Plum Street Samplers. Always remember. The Amazon driver just pulled up, so my apologies in advance if the dog barks, but I think she's asleep, so hopefully she won't notice. And then in conjunction with the autumn leaves, I got the sampler, or the summer one, because I want to do that for patch just like I did the autumn one. Preschooler, Summer Breeze. And Stacy Nash was there, so they had all of her stuff, her trunk show. And so I got all these animal crackers. I got Primrose. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, this one is hilarious. Scarlet. And of course Maggie May. And Miss Hazel. Can you see her? Oh yeah, there you are. Deck the Coop. Oh wait, here's one more animal cracker. And then I got Bobbin. And I think that's why I got that bobbin, because she's sitting up on a bobbin. I think that's why I get that. She's just so cute. Deck the Coop Pin Keep. And I didn't have a lot of Stacy Nash in my stash, so I didn't feel bad about stacking some up. And Spring Chickens Pin Keep. I love this one. So that was my whips, my finishes, my starts, and haul. And I've had a lot of fun stitching. I've got a lot of stitching done, as you can tell. My apologies for my tardiness on getting a Flosstube recorded and out to you guys. I miss chatting with y'all in the comments. So I hope y'all welcome me back and get that conversation started again. And I haven't, like I said, I hadn't watched a lot of Flosstube, so this time around I don't really have any shout outs to give other than, you know, saying hello to Angela from Angela Loves to Stitch. I love that girl. She's just the sweetest thing. And also to Stephanie at Cross Stitch the Globe. She's been real sweet to shower me with some encouragement when I needed some. So anyway, thank you girls, and thank you everyone, and until next time, stitch what you love and love what you stitch, and I'll see you next time.